walls of separations and the borders, they don't mean much to me.
How do we all move from a culture of violence that unfortunately we live within to a culture of peace?
Art really represents what a culture and society and the consciousness of that community is all about.
Well, I am Loretta.
Hi, my name is Carlos Bracuto.
I'm Victoria Johnson.
Adrian Chavez.
My name is Alexandria.
I'm from Guanajuato. I'm an artist and I'm here to paint a mural.
I am an SOU student, BFA.
I moved to Ashland from Los Angeles in 2008.
I'm going to be a senior over at North Medford High School.
I'm a SAU art student, and so through the mass emails to the department, they had asked for students that were in the department to work on a mural.
It's a big dream of mine to actually work on a mural. I've been dreaming about it since I saw my first muralist working when I was little. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
Denise from the art center, she knows I paint. So she invited me to participate and I said yes.
It's been interesting because I had just heard in the email that we were going to work on a mural. It wasn't, oh, it's going to be over 30 feet long and 2 stories high and you're going to need a scissor lift.
I actually got involved through, it was actually completely random because Phil Ortega, he used to be my soccer coach. And I was over buying spray cans at a local art store. And I kind of spun around and I was a little scared because he's like, hey, what are those spray cans for? And I was like, no, like they're for my room, you know? But he's like, no, like he started talking about life art. It's over in downtown Medford. It's kind of like an art-based mentorship program that had its roots in suicide and depression prevention. And he went in detail about how there's a lot of graffiti artists there and a lot of people who put like their artwork there. And I started going little by little. And I got more involved, and he actually offered me a job after a while. If I hadn't seen him at the art store, I probably wouldn't have taken like the best path so far, but I'm here now, and through that, it's the reason I'm working here too, which is nice.
Well, right from the beginning, we did the grids because it's such a big wall and especially high.
And then we were given a picture of the mural with the grid drawn on it. So we were up there with rulers on the forklift, which neither of us were really comfortable with at first.
You have to go little by little and you have to draw everything and see it how it fits in.
And then painting the flat colors, the big surfaces.
This style is completely different than other murals that I've worked on before.
An abstraction of the city.
See how a professional artist works, sort of how things come together. It's not enough to just be able to make art, you have to figure out ways to professionally display it, speak about it, and all these things I've learned in school but never really put to practice.
My style is very different. Sometimes, in fact, I get a little frustrated because I'm all into perspective. And she says, no, just paint this like this. But it's more about the colors and the movement, I think.
I mean, there's always that level where you have to adapt to kind of the situation. You could be working on one project at home and then come here and have to kind of completely switch over your styles.
Some things get painted 3 or 4 times, just looking at different colors.
There's always like kind of trips and bumps because, you know, some things you don't do correctly and you like correct yourself and you keep doing it. But I mean, overall, it really builds you as an artist. Last time I came, it was super hot. We were sweating. We were kind of in the sun. Today, we're in the cold. I forgot my sweater.
We were painting and it started raining. So the wet colors started like running down over the rest of the painting. So we had to cover everything with plastics in like 2 minutes. In order to save the whole thing.
I was out there with the towel going, no, you will not ruin this part for me. Because we already had so much of it done, but we were actually working in the top middle part. and it was just like awful.
And today we are looking at the sky, we see all these clouds, and we are wondering if it's gonna happen again.
This could be a dramatic part of your documentary.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
We are suffering too much. The challenges of painting outside.
It looks like you're really having a good time there.
It's amazing to be part of something so grand, but there's definitely the, oh my goodness, I've been working on this week, my neck is killing me, it's freezing cold. It's very on the drill, on the mind.
I hope it works fine. It's looking fine now, but you never know. When you see at the end your project, maybe you had other expectations. So when they told me that this was going to take like a month, I thought, no, there's no way. I mean, we're 4 or 5 people working here. We're gonna finish in a week, but no, it's gonna take a month.
And it's definitely been wonderful. People have been so kind and are like, yeah, you really have a hand for this. And it helps comfort me and bring up my confidence and like, okay, I'm not just an art student, I am an artist also.
And the excitement, it's coming every day and you see something new. When you are painting, it's like you don't see the whole thing. You have to, walk back and you get surprised about how much we advance. A little window, a little door, but then when you walk back and you see the whole thing, and especially from here, from a distance, it looks nice, colorful.
So that's from the newspaper in Guanajuato. They did a write-up about this mural.
Well, it's very important for the people in Guanajuato to know how the people lives here, and for the people here, it's good to go and visit Guanajuato.
I'm going to study abroad this fall in Guanajuato, so I'm very excited to see and speak with Loretta about this is the university and this is the theater and all these different parts.
We have here a very famous Callejon alley, Kissing Alley. Says the legend that if you don't kiss steps here, you are going to have 7 years of bad luck. It's my town. I love Guanajuato so much.
In 1968, Senor Chela took a bus load of students to Mexico. And from there, the next year, they started what is called the Amigo Club, which directs all of our exchanges with the sister city of Guanajuato.
The sister city relationship that's been here for 47 years already will only grow as a result of this.
Pero el día de hoy, justo en este evento, delante de esta obra, marca un antes y un después en nuestra relación. Porque ahora tenemos aquí en Ashland, un pedazo de la ciudad de Guanajuato.
Everyone in Ashland will have an experience of their sister city.
Maybe it's the elephant in the room, but we're such a divided country right now. This is what keeps us together, and I want to say that we are a much stronger people when we're working together with our neighbors, and our closest neighbor and friend and ally should be Mexico. We should embrace the Mexican people with all of our hearts. They're our brothers and sisters on this planet.
Art, it has no limit.
When they uncovered the ruins in Pompeii, the things that were most prized were the murals and the mosaics. When we travel abroad, what do we look for? We take tours to see the art and architecture. That's what's significant. Art is important.
We only have one house, and it's the earth. Then walls painted, full of art, just join us.
There were many, many people behind this mural.
American kids and another guy from Mexico. This woman is from Mexico. I'm from Argentina. So we're all in this together.
It's just been awesome to be able to be a part of this thing.
My hope is, and I think it's true, that a mural like this will inspire other people who see it to possibly initiate murals similar or of their own theme in other places.
I would like to see in the future just all of us asking the question, what is a culture of peace and what is my part?
This is a wall that brings culture, nations, cities, and people together. This is a different kind of wall.
Walls are just a manifestation of attitudes that people may carry. They feel like there's people outside of them that they're different from, and there's some kind of mistrust. There's an ignorance that they don't know the other people. And I believe that if we're willing to reach out and get to know other people at a deeper level, we find out that at the heart level, we're all one. There really is no division between people. And so what we want to create are symbols of that oneness rather than division. So this is a wall that brings people together rather than divides them.